Ill parents desperate for Trump's healthcare repeal take shocking action after McCain killed it. As you probably know by now, the Senate was unable to pass the repeal of the socialist health care that former President Obama rammed through while in office. Despite the years of complaining and promising by our representatives in Washington, and after 7 years of time to get their plan just right, when the time came, they screwed their pooch and didn't get the job done. This is awful on a financial and economic level because the UN Affordable Care Act is putting a terrible strain on our economy and undue stress on the healthcare system. It's awful on a long-term care level because not only will the best and brightest not work in public hospitals where they may or may not get paid, but the government is going to get to decide who gets the care since they're footing the bill. And if all of that wasn't enough, the hard-working men and women who pay taxes, previously had insurance and get sick through the natural course of life are being made to pay huge out-of-pocket costs that they would never have had to pay with private insurance. It's gotten so bad that many have gotten desperate enough to take drastic measures. It's sad to think that something that was built as healthcare could plunge people into such disrepair that they lose all hope, but that was the case with one New York couple who just couldn't take the bills they would have been leaving behind them if they'd lived through their health problems at all. This couple decided, immediately after the healthcare repeal failed, that they couldn't go on, and made the decision to end their own lives. Via Daily Mail. A couple committed suicide by jumping out of a window of a New York City office building together in desperation over their inability to afford healthcare. The incident happened early Friday morning in the Murray Hill neighborhood of Manhattan, just a block from the Empire State Building. A 53-year-old man and a 50-year-old woman jumped out of a 9th-floor window of the 17-story commercial building on the corner of Madison Avenue and 33rd Street around 5:45 a.m. Their bodies were covered with white sheets once police arrived at the scene, shutting down the entire block to investigate. The couple left behind suicide notes in a Ziploc bag that also included their IDs. Police have not released their names yet, but a photo obtained by the New York Post shows part of the letter, and it identifies the woman as Patricia. The note was titled "We Had a Wonderful Life." A law enforcement source who spoke with the Post said the woman's note said, "Our kids are upstairs, please take care of them." The man left one behind too, which read, "We both have medical issues, we just can't afford the health care." The building that the couple jumped from includes offices for law and advertising firms, therapists' offices and commercial space. No further information on the couple has been released. It's unclear how many children they left behind. Perry Kim, 49, a worker at Pure Green, a juice shop on the same block, said that he was outside just after 5:30 a.m. this morning when he heard a noise and saw two people fall from the top of the building. The man appeared to hit his head and the woman had suffered abdominal injuries. They landed face up to the sky. He said his manager called 911 and police and EMTs were there soon after, but the bodies were immediately covered. Javier Guzman, who works at the shoe repair shop across the street, told DailyMail.com that he had come into work around 6:45 a.m. and had seen the couple lying in the street. He said, "I didn't recognize them but they looked young, in their 40s. He said he believed they had jumped from the 9th-floor window which remained open. The couple committed suicide just a few hours after Senate Republicans tried to pass a bill that would repeal Obamacare. But 3 members of their own party, including Senator John McCain, voted against the bill and it failed to pass, keeping the Affordable Care Act in place for now. Senator McCain said that he voted against the bill because it was irresponsible to take health care away from millions of Americans without a new plan to replace it. For confidential help, call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255 or click here. For confidential support on suicide matters in the UK, call the Samaritans on 08457 90 90 90, visit a local Samaritans branch or click here. We hope that if any of our readers have any thoughts of harming themselves that they do take advantage of the help that's available and just a phone call away. There are times when all of us have our backs against the wall. No one is exempt and you are not alone. Life and health have betrayed many of us at some time, but while there's life, there's hope. Sometimes it's hard to see, and sometimes it looks like you might never get there, but ending your own life isn't the answer. And as for the overgrown fat cats in the Senate that decided their petty grievances were more important than giving hard-working Americans the relief that they need, I pray they feel this blood on their hands from this day forward. I hope they understand that these aren't just numbers on a page, they are mothers and fathers and sons and daughters whose only hope is in a system that they have no control over. Shame on every single one of our representatives for not doing what it takes to rid our country of the strain on our ability to get well. May you never forget the pain and suffering of this family, and every family burdened by what you've done. Share if you think people should know what Obamacare has done to this family. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe Breaking News 365 channel. Goodbye and see you again.